Spring has truly arrived in the Susquehanna Valley, and this week it arrived with a bang. Temperatures soared into the 80s, and with that warmth came a rush of first-of-the-season sightings I've been waiting for all year. Welcome back to Wondering About Nature. My week started at Dorwart Park, where the trees were alive with movement. One of the first birds to catch my eye was a yellow-rumped warbler, my first of the season. It was working its way through the branches, gleaning insect as it goes. Out in a nearby field, two white-tailed deer were grazing peacefully, and on the ground, a small group of chipping sparrows was busy foraging. You can recognize them by that rusty cap and that crisp white eyebrow stripe. One more find before I left, a red-bellied woodpecker was checking out a nesting cavity. From there I headed to Chestnut Grove Nature Preserve, where I was greeted by one of those mornings that remind you why you get up early. But what really got my attention was the osprey perched on a nesting platform. The ospreys have just returned to the area. These remarkable birds have spent the winter far to the south and have now come back to breed right here in our valley. It's always fun to see. I also spotted a northern flicker that was investigating a nest box. And then there was the American kestrel, North America's smallest falcon. One was perched on a power line, eyes scanning the ground below. Be sure to check back on Thursday to see more footage and learn more about the American kestrel, especially how it hunts. In a nearby tree, a brown thrasher was singing that long musical, double-phrase song that birders love. That same day, I made a stop at Clark Nature Preserve. I'd heard butterflies were being seen there. Well, the butterflies weren't cooperating that day, but I got something just as exciting. As I was leaving, right on the trail was my first rat snake of the season. It was resting quietly before slowly moving across the path. These are non-venomous, completely harmless snakes that play an important role keeping rodent population in check. A perfect reminder that spring belongs to more than just the birds. If you're enjoying this week's adventure, take a second to hit the like button. It really does help my channel. Now let's talk about the highlight of my week. Shenks Ferry Wildlife Preserve. This place is magical in the spring, and this week it did not disappoint. The wildflowers have absolutely burst open since just last week. Red columbine are glowing along the trail. Woodland phlox carpeted another section in soft purple. And many of the flowers I saw this week were ones I was seeing for the very first time. That kind of discovery never gets old. Down near the creek, I found a Louisiana Waterthrush gathering nesting materials. This is a species that nests along fast-moving streams, and watching it work was a privilege. And then came the moment I'd been hoping for all spring. My first zebra swallowtail of the season. These butterflies are closely tied to pawpaw trees, which grow along stream corridors just like this one, and nearby an eastern tiger swallowtail. Both were visiting the wildflowers in bloom. It was one of those moments where you just stop and take it all in. Here are some of the other wildflowers I saw during my visit. I also want to mention that this week I officially kicked off my second Hikers 365 challenge. The goal is to hike at least 365 miles within 365 days. If you'd like to join the challenge or learn more, I've put a link in the description below. What a week it was! 4 locations, first-of-season sightings, wildflowers, butterflies, and one very relaxed snake. I hope you enjoyed coming along for the venture. Be sure to check back this Thursday for my next nature video, where you'll learn all about the American kestrel. Until then, keep wondering about nature. Thanks for watching.